Hey, Great Fire students, welcome to our speedy round of Science Unit 1 review work. Ready, Holly? We're going to plow through this stuff. Week 1, we learned what we're going to be studying. What is chemistry? Do you remember? What is chemistry? Chemistry is the study of matter and how it changes. And then we said the basic smallest unit that we're studying is an atom. What particles make up an atom? And we jumped forward and we said protons, positive, heavy. Then we stayed put, neutrons, neutral, heavy. And we jumped backwards, electrons, negative, light. And then week 2, we started with the periodic table of elements. And what is an element? What is an element? An element is a pure substance that cannot be broken down by chemical means. Great job. And how many elements exist? 118. Okay? 118. Then week 4, we talked about the states of matter.
Oh,
Yeah, do you remember that? Solid, liquid, gas, and plasma are the states of matter. Solid has definite shape and volume. Liquid has no definite shape, but it has definite volume. Gas and plasma have neither. Solid, liquid, gas, and plasma are the states of matter. Very good. And then we moved on to our study of density and mass. And do you remember I said if we lived in a densely populated city, you would spend a long time anytime you have to go to the DMV, right?
Volume.
Density equals mass over volume. Can you say it, Holly? Density equals mass over volume. What is mass? And we said mass is the amount of matter an object contains, right? And then we moved on to types of bonds, how our atoms combine. And we said, what are 2 main types of bonds? Ionic unshared electron bonds between a metal and nonmetal, and covalent shared electron bonds between 2 nonmetals. These are 2 main types of bonds, ionic and covalent. Great job. Then we got to have our fun week. Lots of things outside for those of you who didn't get rained out. What are some indications of reaction? Bubbles, color, light and odor, precipitate, sound, temperature. Bubbles, color, light, odor, precipitate, sound and temperature, sound and temperature. Okay, and then we got to use our pH test strips. Do you remember to test the acidity of various things? And some of them were surprising, weren't they? So what is the pH scale? I'm trying to think of my song. Give me 1 second. What is the pH scale? The pH scale measures the hydrogen ions in solutions. 14 is a strong base. 7 is a neutral. 1's a strong acid. Very good. Then we moved on last week to what are the 2 types of mixtures? Homogeneous and heterogeneous. Okay? Some people pronounce it homogeneous and heterogeneous. But for our purposes, we will say we had 2 different versions of the song. Our Star Wars version, some people liked, and some people liked or I guess it was Star Trek, and some liked Jeopardy. Homogeneous, meaning same throughout. Heterogeneous, different throughout, are 2 types of I messed it up. Let's try it again. Homogeneous, same throughout. Heterogeneous, different throughout, are 2 types of mixtures, homogeneous and heterogeneous. Clearly I'm messing this one up. Can you guys help me out? What are 2 types of mixtures? Homogeneous, meaning same throughout, and heterogeneous, different throughout, are 2 main types of mixtures. Was that it? You guys, all the other ones I've had multiple weeks to practice. Sorry, that was painful to listen to. Tomorrow, we are going to finish up with a review before week 10, but we are going to have a few experiments.
So,
Hold on. We're not, nope, babe. Hold on. Holly is excited about recitation days. Are you guys excited? I hope none of you try to skip out on science, because I know you know it well, even if you haven't been reviewing it at home. Tomorrow we are going to do an experiment showing how, kind of like in week 6 when we learned heat is a sign of chemical reaction, there are 2 ways that heat moves in a reaction. And we talked about how atoms have energy stored in them, right? More energy than we can imagine. That's where we get atomic bombs or nuclear power plants, from being able to harness the energy in atoms. So we're going to be learning more about energy as we get into physics. But for tomorrow, we're just going to talk about how heat energy can flow through endothermic and exothermic reactions, okay? I think I put it to Indiana Jones. Let's give it a try and see how it goes. Endothermic, storing heat. Exothermic, releasing heat, are 2 ways that heat moves in reactions. Endothermic, exothermic. I don't know. Try it at home. Make it perfect. That is my best go for today. For last week, our other way that we sang it, I just remember. I will try to remember. You guys, I make it up sometimes. Isn't that funny? You guys can make up songs too. Anytime with your schoolwork, if you're struggling with your memory work, try singing it. You can make up a tune, sing it to your favorite song, make it into a rap. It helps your brain store it in a different way.
Yeah.
So I will try to remember the last bit and add it to this video, and I will see you guys soon. Okay, you guys, I remembered week 8. What are 2 main types of mixtures? Homogeneous, meaning same throughout. Heterogeneous, meaning different throughout. Homogeneous, heterogeneous are 2 types of mixtures. So I hope that helps. Put it to whatever song you want. If you don't like my songs, you guys are way more creative than I am. Thanks again for listening, and I will see you guys later.